the session. Chair, just 3 questions in the interest of the good job that you are doing, and this is serious. 1, because I'll be precise, Pastor Ezekiel, what is the registration status of the New Life International Life Church as at now? Is it interim? Has it been cancelled? Is it active? Number 1. Number 2, have you been threatened by anyone, known to you or unknown to you, in the course of what happened in Shakahola massacre, or what happened in Shakahola? Have you been threatened either in person, by people known to you or unknown to you in the course of your life? Because I was watching some of your preachings when you were doing a crusade online, and you are saying that somebody was threatening you. So, number 2. Number 3, just out of curiosity, you know there are healing sessions. Chair, and when this thing came up, I've been following keenly when our brother is preaching. There are people who come to be prayed to be healed, and some of us who are Christians believe in the power of healing. Are there at some point in the course of your services, through your handlers and your staff, have become critically sick? Do you have data of them? Unfortunately, some of them are passed on within your compound, and do you have biodata of the same? Number 4, this New Life TV and Times TV that was owned by Mr. Mackenzie, who is facing criminal charges in court, is there any relationship? Or after paying 500,000, you left that pursuit of Times TV and acquired a New Life International TV that is both in TV and online? And I must appreciate too that you are doing very well on online services. Finally, on the bank accounts.
This point of interjection, if you could repeat the same question, please.
The same question. Yes, on Times TV. Is there a relationship between Times TV that was owned by Mr. Mackenzie when you tried to acquire a New Life TV? Is it the same? Did you transit, or you left acquiring of Times TV by Mr. Mackenzie and you acquired your own frequency, which is in use now? Finally, these bank accounts, M-Pesa pay bill, are you one of the signatories? And to just add on it, you have told us all these investments, and I saw my brother on a light note, my brother Senator Eddie was excited when you talk about investments because he sits in PIC. Are all these investments under the name of the New Life Church? Number 1. Number 2, if I go today to registrar of companies, are you one of the directors who own some of these investments? And finally on that,
please repeat that number.
Then I repeat
I've
again.
recorded the signatory part. Then
okay.
The question
the investments. In these investments, you say they are registered under the church. If I go today to registrar of companies or a registrar of societies, will I, and the good learned senior of mine will advise you, will I get your name as part of the directors or in any form, or managers? Will I get it? Finally, what Senator Boni Halwala asked, do you have your own wealth outside the church investments? And have you been anyway, since investigations began, subjected to lifestyle audit by any government agency, including EACC and others? And finally, what is your opinion?
If you could repeat that. You are very fast, and I'm used to Madabau.
Okay. Sorry. I'll repeat. I'll take that again.
Yes, thank you.
And relax. I'm your supporter and follower, so relax. And I believe in what you are doing, and I'm a good Christian. What I'm just saying is, outside these investments, when I go to company, registrar of companies or registrar of societies, will I be able to find your name as among directors or any other position that manages the church and the investment? Number 1. Number 2 is, Number 2 is, do you have wealth outside the investment of the church that belongs to Pastor Ezekiel or Odera as a person, like a garden, like a shamba, like a rental property? You know what I mean? And since investigations began, have you been subjected to lifestyle audit by the investigative agencies, including EACC or the rest? And finally, what is your position on the regulation of religious organization? Personally, I don't believe that the government should come and self-regulate what happens in religious organization. But to assist us in making progress, what do you think? What do you think? And Senator Eddie, relax, because I'll not sign the report, I'll not write the report, I'm just a friend of the committee. Finally, what is your position in government coming in to regulate the religious activities outside the normal regulation we have of through registrar of societies, filing of returns, among others? Would you want a situation, for example, Chair, would you want a situation that the DCI or the government will come and say, Pastor Ezekiel Odero, you are preaching on prosperity gospel according to the gospel of Matthew? The government goes and look at the sermon
Point
and
of order,
says
Chair.
it is okay.
Point of order.
Yes.
Chair, I
point of order.
Yeah, I respect, he's a ranking member, Senator Cherargei.
Yes.
And his question is actually really valid.
Yes.
But I wanted to ask whether it is in order
Yes.
to actually lead the witness into a path of how to answer those questions. He has asked a question, but he's now leading the witness on how to answer that question. And I don't think that's appropriate.
Okay, just rephrase.
So I will refrain. I don't want to
Rephrase the question.
I will rephrase. I don't want to take the jobs of Cliff and Mawakili who are there. Maybe I'm also looking for a job. A quick one. I'm just saying, for example, do you think a situation where the government will come and tell you, Pastor Ezekiel Odero and our senior dad pastor, Pastor Muiru, would come and say, before you preach on Sunday, bring all the summonses to DCI, we go through, then you go and preach. Would you want such a regulation? I'm just using an example. Would you want such a regulation? That is my position. And finally, Pastor, we wish you well. Don't be bullied by social media. As we are victims of social media and we don't care about it, continue preaching the gospel of the Lord. And may the good Lord guide you and bless you. I thank you, Chair, with that indulgence.
Thank you. Pastor, I wanted you to take us through, and then when you finish, you give us your closing remarks. Yeah. Allow him to talk. Let him start first. We finished here. Pastor,
Thank you.
Let's make progress.
Thank you, Chair.